But the only way I'll be able to get air under it would be if it sucked in and through the under the porch and sucked in under here and lifted that. Well, if it lifts that, it's still got this door. And I mean, if the tornado comes from any other angle other than from directly west, we would be fairly well on the safe side, I would think. Well, I'm thinking so. But anyway, on top of this thing, as you can see, well, you probably can't see. Let me get me some light around here where you can. This is my day in glory, or whatever you might say, or my thoughts. I decided that when I came up the wall, up to the corner there, of course it looks like, you look at those logs, they're 6x6s and they're darker back there. I decided to come all the way across the top, 6x6s. Now these 6x6s are all anchored down to these walls on the inside, each of them, and then they are all anchored to each other diagonally, or at a right angle if you please, or straight through if you're standing up. But they're countersunk and set in each post. There's two in each board going across the top. Actually, there's four, one on each end and two cross sections down through here. So when I put my tractor on top of this thing, had it loaded, and I had the front bucket loaded with probably about a half a ton of dirt. I had one of my sons standing out here in the hallway looking in. He said he didn't even see a board move, not once. So that let me know it's pretty well on the rugged side. And being that rugged makes me feel a little better about it now. When you look at it like that, it looks like I got rafters and beams, but they're not. It's just different colored boards. They are all identical. It's just the way that it looks. It's just the way they're colored. We didn't go through color them, and as you see over here on the sides, the boards look different. And it's an optical illusion. You looks like you got shelves in there when you don't. And possibly over here. But I finally have a handrail going around this end, all the way around the thing, because I've got a balance problem, and my wife has got a balance problem also. So we would have that. These doors here on the inside, I intend to have this one in particular, which would be right here at the main entrance. This door at the main entrance is going to be a little more solid, heavier built, and it will not go that way through that at all. It will open to the inside and then go to the outside. And in order for it to completely collapse or be sucked out through a vacuum, then it'd be a pretty good job for it to do that. That one, I will have it swinging out, because if you're coming down the stairs, the first thing you're going to do is knock something out of your way and come on in. If we have time, once it comes in, then I will drop a bolt down through there, or rig it up with two L braces on the other side, and either side, both sides I should say, and I'll drop a 4x4 or a 2x4 down through there, hold it in place, and once we get in here, it will be the same. So now that's the plans that I have for now, and this is the inside of poor man's do-it-yourself tornado shelter. The poor man's way to save a few dollars. Now, you know, it's been a long ways going, and it's been hard. It's been a hard road to travel, basically because of all this flooding water that I've had out there. And I can't remove that plastic on top because we're looking for rain again this afternoon. And our rains have been hitting us pretty hard. We've been getting, if we get like a half hour or we get an hour of rain, we usually get about an inch out of that 1 hour. And then it comes storming through here. The other day we got 3.5 inches in 4 hours. And so, I mean, I've been just held up with the water and rain. And of course, I ain't griping about it. Somebody probably needs the rain. I know whenever I plant my crops, I needed some. Of course, it didn't come when I needed it. But anyway, y'all have a good evening, a good night. Maybe that'll give you a little bit of insight on something. And oh, by the way, this is a view from holding the camera at the top, looking down at everything. And may you have a good evening. And remember, you can do this yourself. And if you're not able to do it yourself, you can get friends and people like that to come over and help you do these projects. And once you get the project done and get it completely done, then you will have something like this. This is what will be in view after everything is all said and done. You'll have a patch like this with the ventilation shaft down there. And of course, I got this plastic put in place to keep rain out. And you'll have a couple of about three white pipes coming up in the dirt with lots of grass. Now, who will know any different about that except you? And you're going to be the one cutting the grass. Y'all have a good day, and remember this: if you're like me, we're poor folks. Poor folks have to do things the cheap way out. This thing was built, I figured it up the other night, it was built somewhere around $2,000. And not all at one time. As you can see from the dates of the videos, I've been working on this thing a long time. And it's a slow process, but I had to do it with what I had to work with. And I'll plug them even though they're not doing anything, but I had my Kubota tractor. It's a L3800 with a 445 bucket on the front. And I took that bucket with a set of teeth on it, and I dug this whole thing out right here. Not just here. I'm talking about, I was about 10 feet back that way I dug. And I dug all the way out from here, all the way out the yard to where it flattened out there. And to get water out of this thing, out of where I was going to be working. So it hasn't been an easy go, but y'all remember one thing: y'all have a good day. Maybe I'll show you something that you could do. I don't know, but if I have, kind of slip a word in somewhere. Say you saw it on a poor man's way of doing things, and this, like I say, this is the poor man's way of doing it. And I will talk to y'all another time. And until then, I hope you prosper well above what you are and whatever means. Have a good day.